What is going on, everyone? My name is NimbleThor, and today I am very excited to share with you guys one of my favorite games of all time and one of the games that I'm most nostalgic about overall. It is the 2001 Pocket Tanks game that initially released for PC, but has since, I think around 2013 or 2012, made it to mobile, and I don't think I've shared it here on the channel yet, which is a shame because it's an absolutely amazing game, and I'm so hyped to be able to do a video on it here today, because this game is just fantastic. It's a trajectory shooter, not unlike the Worms games, and it has both single player, same device multiplayer, local Wi-Fi multiplayer, and online multiplayer matches. And look at all of these crazy weapons. Talking about crazy weapons, we should use the crazy Ivan. And I forgot, of course I forgot to look before if we shot too far or not far enough. But let's try firing this one and see what happens. Oh, it was so close though. We should have used a bit more power. I love how hardcore this game is, by the way. Now that I'm playing it again for the first time in a couple of years, honestly, I realized that many mobile games are so easy these days. In a mobile game made in 2019 or 2018, we would have a trajectory showing us pretty much exactly where our weapon would shoot, but we don't have that in this game. We have to guess it all on our own, and we have to change the power, and we have to change the angle, and select the appropriate weapon, of course, for the opponent that we're about to attack. So, what do we want to use here? Many of these weapons I don't even remember anymore. Let's try using the ion cannon, and let's fire this bad boy here to see. Oh, we don't have enough power. Guys, we need way more power, and we completely failed with that attack. We have 29 points, though, and the opponent only has 27. Look at that weapon, though. Look at that. I love this. This is so amazing. There's a ton of weapons. There are over 300 actually, and you can buy those through in-app purchases. Some of them we unlock, of course, with the base free game. I've unlocked the Deluxe version of this mobile version of the game for $5, which gives me the first 135 weapons, but there are even more that can be unlocked in different packs, costing $1 each. And on PC, I even have the collector's edition of this game, which is a physical collector's edition copy, just because I love this game so much. And I wanted to support the developers because even though they released this game all the way back in 2001, they've actually kept updating it with new content all the way up to, I think, 2016 or 2014. Around that time, we still have some new weapon packs coming out in that time frame. So I really love that. I love seeing a developer that keeps the community updated with new content constantly. And there is a pretty nice community around this game, by the way. You won't see lots of online matches in this game. The game is too old for that, and it just doesn't have enough players, but you will be able to play with your friends, and this game is amazing for doing that. So let's add a bit of extra power here, and let's try firing these nanobots, which again I cannot remember what this weapon does at all, but look at that. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it. Yes, we're hitting it finally. There we go. 180 points for NimbleThor versus CPU number 3, who only has 75 points. Maybe it's time that we up the difficulty of these a tiny bit. We played on difficulty 3 out of 10. If you guys can defeat the opponent on difficulty level 10, I applaud you. That is very difficult. I don't think I've ever made it that far. I think I've gotten up to around difficulty level 7 or 8. Oh, I remember this one. The Superstar is such an amazing weapon. Look at that. Isn't that just genius? Now that I sit here and think back, I think the reason why I fell in love with this game was because of all these amazing and just really weird and out there weapons that this game offers. There are so many of them, and they're just really crazy. Look at this. What do we want to use here? We probably want to try the Power Washer. Let's use that. He could use a bit of cleaning over there. Let's see if we actually hit the enemy. We did indeed. Look at that. Look at that. We're getting a bit of help as well. Well, look at that. It's gonna put the enemy all the way over there to the very right side of the map. So now we have to remember to add some extra power, because the opponent actually did a lot of damage with that star weapon that they used before. Now, whenever you start a new match in this game, you get a selection of weapons, and then you can each take turns, you and your opponent, whether it's a bot or whether it's an actual other player, to select a weapon. Or you can do what I did here, which was just to let the computer just randomly assign these weapons to us. I did that to get quickly started with this video, but in the next turn, I'm gonna play one more round, and in that round, I'm gonna select the weapons that I know are good and I know that I want to use. Look at that. We should have just used, I think, maybe 1 extra in power, and we would have hit the enemy there. So now they seem to be using the chain reaction weapon, which is really strong. I remember this one. This was one of my all-time favorite weapons. Look at that. They are dealing a ton of damage here, and actually they're dealing too much damage. So now we have to add a bit more power and try our best with the hailstorm. Let's fire it here. Please let us hit the enemy. Please let us hit the enemy. Come on, come on, come on. No! No, we shouldn't have added power. I figured we had to add a bit of extra power because we are now lower down on the map, so we have to shoot more up, right? To get to the opponent. That was a miscalculation, and I think the opponent might just turn this match around to a win for them instead. They're using burning rubber now. Look at that. Oh no, guys, look at this. There's nothing we can do about that. We're pretty much done for here. Let's use this tar ball, which I don't think is gonna deal a lot of damage. Let's have a look at it. It has to deal a lot. It has to deal 50, 60, probably more than that. Oh, it only dealt 17 in damage, but it did create a very big black hole in front of the opponent, which means that they are now dealing damage to themselves. And if we can just deal a tiny bit more damage with this one, which I don't think we can, because I think it's just going to create a crater, honestly. Create a crater, no pun intended. But I don't think it's going to deal damage, is it? No, we didn't deal damage. So the opponent won this match. What a turnaround. We had such an amazing start, but they did have some of the really good weapons, such as, for example, the chain reaction, which is why when you go into these matches, you definitely want to be the one selecting these weapons instead of just having the computer do it for you. Look at that. The opponent won. Let's play one more round here. Play again. Yes. All right. So here we go. Let's select some of the best of these 20 weapons that we can use in this match. So what do we have here? We have Mountain Mover, not really useful. Funnel, not either. 10 Tracer, the most useless weapon in this game. Oil Slick seems useful. Island is cool as well. Tarball, we already know. Blaze, I don't remember. The Magic Beans, I don't remember either, but I think they're good. Burn Popcorn is really great. Sledgehammer is good as well. I think I want to go for the... Blaze. I don't know what it does, but I'm going to go for the Blaze. And what are they picking? They're picking the Lockbox. Maybe we should have picked the Lockbox. I have no idea what the Lockbox is doing, but I guess we'll find out in the next match. So I want to pick up this island here. I don't know what the Oil Slick does, but I'm enticed to try that one as well. But I'm going to collect a few more of the ones that I know that are actually good, such as, for example, the Sledgehammer here. I want to go for the 5-shot as well, just because we can use the 5-shot one to sort of see whether or not we need more power on our weapon or less power on our weapon. I'm gonna go for this Oil Slick now, just to see what it is it does. Liquid Nitrogen, definitely want that as well. What else? A Pedestal? Yeah, why not? A Mountain Mover, he goes for a Mountain Mover. I guess I'm gonna select a Mountain Mover as well, because he has 2 of those tar balls, which can really prove to become frustrating for us, because using those, he'll be able to cover us completely. So I think 58 should just about do it here. Let's use our 5-shot just as a test shot here. And look at the middle one. Look at the middle one. The middle one. Where did the middle one land? It landed a bit too far behind him. So we should probably cut off around 5 in power, 5 or 6 in power. And then I think we should have actually hit the enemies. So on our next turn, how about we use some of those weapons that I didn't know the name of? He used the bonfire. Is that it? Oh, that is frustrating. That's frustrating. I guess we can move back a bit. Hopefully, yeah, move back a bit further. Should this be enough? I think that's enough. It's a bit difficult to see if the angle here is really going to be okay, but I think it is going to be okay. So let's add some more power now that we have moved back. And let's go for the Liquid Nitrogen. Let's just go for it and hope that we haven't used too much power here. Let's see. No, just a tiny bit too much. Alright, so on the next turn, we just have to decrease the power by 2, and then I think we can use that slick cannon or slick barrel or whatever it was called. Okay, here it is, Oil Slick. Let's try using it, guys, and let's hope that we actually hit the enemy. I did have to move back a tiny bit more, but there we go, we actually hit him. What's gonna happen now then? Nothing's gonna happen. Oh, we gotta put him on fire. Look at that. Look at him burn. Doesn't that look cool? That was actually the first damage done in this match. I just realized that. Everything else we've used have either missed or has been something that creates obstacles instead of actually dealing damage. But now he's going to use the Burn Popcorn, which is a really good weapon. And I'm a bit afraid of that. Probably dealing maybe all the way up to 16 damage. 60, 65, maybe even 17 damage. Let's have a look at what it does. It deals 10, 7, 1. That wasn't a perfect hit, but look at that. He has dealt 64 damage. What was I saying? 60 to 17 damage. That was very, very close. So now we want to use the Magic Beans. Let's use the Magic Beans and let's see what they do. Did we hit him? Don't we deal damage with those? Oh, we do deal damage. There we go. 10 in damage, 10 in damage, 10 in damage. And, oh, it's going to create an obstacle for him as well. That is not bad. 94 damage in total for the NimbleThor team, and now he has to move back a bit, so we have to remember to increase the power a tiny bit on our next turn. Guys, this game is great. Just trust me. Go head down to the description box, download this game, check it out for yourselves, support this developer if you want to, if you like the game. I really think you should. because it's amazing, and I honestly don't know what my childhood would have been without this game. We can't move out of this, of course we can't, but that's why we have the mountain movers. Let's use that right here. Wait, we could actually shoot through? That was a waste of the mountain mover, but in any case, let's just skip ahead to the mobile gaming news of the day, which is an update on the Nexon sale, the huge developer and publisher from Japan and South Korea, because they have now shortlisted 5 companies who have made bids for the company, including Tencent and Kakao. So we'll probably see the sale go through very, very soon now. The good news is that EA and Comcast's offers were completely declined. Thank you, Nixon, for not accepting EA. And for some reason, Amazon's was declined as well. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Amazon acquire Nexon, but I guess it just isn't going to happen. Of the companies left, I still hope that Tencent will acquire them. It seems to be the best bet for us gamers at the end of the day, because Tencent tends to have good and relaxed monetization. In any case, I will be sure to let you know once we have more news about the actual sale going through, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around, and seriously, play Pocket Tense.